What's up YouTubers, this is the Muss from Aussie Sports channel. My video today is my UFC 194 review. I will say straight off the cuff, I don't think it lived up to the hype. I think the McGregor-Aldo fight did, but I'll get into that a little bit later. The first fight we saw Max Holloway defeat Jeremy Stephens via decision. I thought Stephens was going to get him inside 2 rounds, but clearly I was wrong. Hats off to Holloway though, he's one step closer to a potential rematch with Conor McGregor. For those of you who don't know, Max Holloway is the only man to actually take Conor McGregor the distance. Conor McGregor got the decision win with a torn ACL, but I personally would like to see a rematch. So hopefully Holloway can get a few more wins under his belt and make the fight happen. The next fight of the night, we saw Damian Maia defeat Gunnar Nelson via decision. I thought this would be a quick fight in favour of Nelson, but clearly my prediction was wrong. I don't know if Maia fought the perfect fight or Nelson just fought a really bad one. I guess time will tell on both counts. The third fight, we saw Jacare get beaten by Yoel Romero via decision. Another prediction gone wrong. I thought Jacare would win by submission in the first, but hats off to Yoel. He was too strong for him and has thrown himself next in line for a title shot with that performance. Speaking of his title shot, that brings me to the co-main event, which saw Luke Rockhold beat Chris Weidman via TKO in the 4th round. Once again, I predicted Weidman to beat Rockhold, but that didn't happen. I wasn't impressed with this fight at all, though. That wasn't the Chris Weidman people are accustomed to seeing, but hopefully he can go regroup, come back with a bang and get himself in line for a rematch against Rockhold. Hats off to Rockhold though, he fought a really tough fight and just seemed to be too good for Weidman on every level. Now Yoel seems to be the next man to face Rockhold, so hopefully Luke Rockhold can dispose of Yoel and set himself up as well for a rematch with Chris Weidman. Now, the main event of the night. We saw history made. I copped a lot of hate for my prediction for this fight, but it is the only prediction I got right for the night. We saw the notorious Conor McGregor, the so-called Joker, the guy who didn't deserve the shot, defeat the untouchable king of the featherweight division, the pound-for-pound #1 in the world, Jose Aldo, and he beat him in the first 13 seconds via knockout. A lot of people are saying this is fixed, this is a fluke, but I hate to say it, guys, McGregor called it. He called exactly what was going to happen, and he did it. So I wouldn't call it luck, I wouldn't call it fluke, I wouldn't call it anything else but impressive. Aldo overreacted and got the reaction. Congratulations to Conor, that was as good as left hand as they come. From here, I don't think Aldo will return. I think he's going to call it quits. He's going to go back and realise it wasn't for him. It's just not for him anymore. He just hasn't got that fire. He looked like he didn't even want to be there. But thankfully, he wasn't in there very long. So anyway, that's my UFC 194 review. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and thanks for listening, guys.